all the wood are a little different. We found the house had a mixture of oak, pine, walnut.
Wow.
So you'll see, and cherry.
On one door?
On all
On
different various different
pieces.
spaces. So in the old original library, we found there was a section of that space that had walnut. So it was the same wainscot, but it had walnut versus the oak that's in the front entrance.
Oh, wow.
And
so
then
different rooms had different...
Yeah, and the second floor, we found it was all done in pine.
Yeah.
Because they were painting it anyways.
Yeah.
So you found in his, that's why you see like a cherry here, oak here. These are all these doors were like a 1/4 inch veneer that they used to make each door. So like that's a cherry one there.
So even on the first floor, there's
Even on the
different
first
species.
floor, and it was different species based on the
wow.
room. So I think the library, they went with the darker wood. The lobby was more of like a middle oak, white oak.
Yeah.
And then they had pine in other spaces.
On the first floor, or just
Yeah.
on the second?
On the first floor.
Oh, interesting.
I'm sorry, cherry on the first floor. The second floor was just
Pine. Yeah. That's definitely a factor of, I don't know at that time if they considered walnut or cherry or oak. I think those were all on a similar level,
path,
right?
yeah.
But pine was less of a kind of seniority of like,
Yeah. So
I don't know if they were to paint that pine originally. You think they did?
I think they was, because
Yeah.
when we were scraping it off, the stuff that was painted over the varnished like oak
Yeah.
chipped off.
Okay.
Where the stuff that was on the second floor,
It was like meant to be.
It was
Yeah,
meant to
yeah.
be. It had to be
Yeah,
scraped
yeah.
off
Okay.
a little. It was a little tougher to get off.
Yeah.
But yeah, now the guys, they've got it set up like this so that they can come in here and work on each individual door, and from top to bottom. It's easier when they start to put the stain on and brush the stain on versus being flat. Sometimes, the space, we just didn't have a lot of space, so I had to utilize the high ceilings to kind of give them a little bit of space to be able to work on this.
Oh, yeah. I mean, these are 7 foot high doors, right?
8.
8 foot doors. Wow.
Yeah, these are 8.
Yeah, we got like 9 feet in the space?
Yeah.
About that?
Yeah, we
Wow.
scored about 9 feet
That's
down
awesome.
here.
Very cool. So yeah, I mean, just to recap on, they had originally planned to do paint grade upstairs. So they used a species that was pine. So that's more, that you would be more common to paint, whereas these were stain grade. Although later on, they did end up getting painted. Now we're bringing them back to their original grandeur.